This episode of the MOR Cast is entitled A Day in the Life. Let's get into it. As you listen to this podcast, please bear in mind that I am a wife, a mother, and an entrepreneur. I try my best to keep boundaries between these roles, but every now and then they overlap. And yesterday was one of those days. So if you follow me on social media, you may have noticed that I deleted after I posted, and then I posted again. That's because it was one of those days, and it couldn't be helped or scheduled or timed. My son had a bit of a crisis yesterday, and we spent the whole day in the ER. Don't worry, he's fine now. But we were there so long that my whole day was thrown off. I'm sure you've had days like that yourself. Needless to say, by the time we got out of the ER, I didn't consult my calendar. After leaving the ER, I came right home and went from mommy mode to wife mommy mode. After dinner, I got up to clean up the kitchen, and that's when I shrieked. As I remembered, I hadn't uploaded a new episode of the MOR Cast. When I shrieked, my son knew exactly what was wrong. I nearly forgot to post. It was late, and what I didn't realize was that I had also saved the MOR Cast post from February 16th twice with 2 different titles and different edits. Yeah, this was working out perfectly, right? I bet you're thinking, like, really, she's on top of things. When I went to record the post and upload it, I recorded February 16th post. Can you imagine that? This probably sounds hysterical to you, but I was mortified because I'd done all this preparation, all this recording, uploading, and yeah, it's the same post from 2 weeks ago. The worst part was I didn't realize it until I was scrolling through my social media account and I happened to come across a similar name. I was sitting there like, it must be an error. Did I really do that? Then I played it and realized I used different music, but it's the same episode. I was shocked. So I had to scurry, delete, start again. So here I am with a day in the life. You get to peek behind the scenes of the MOR Cast. Maybe this episode should be called Shriek. Of course, this shouldn't happen again. But I just felt like, why not just let the listeners hear what really goes on behind the scenes sometimes? Yeah, I know no one wants to hear a repeat of just 2 weeks ago, especially since it's still live. So, as I'm sharing with you my biggest apologies for that error, just know that the MOR Cast is human and mistakes happen behind the scenes sometimes. I'm just glad you're here listening. And I promise to keep these podcasts fresh from heretofore. No one wants to hear the same thing week after week. You you've already heard it. So once again, my apologies, but I'm still human. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the MOR Cast on A Day in the Life. If you enjoy the MOR Cast, don't forget to share it with someone else. Meet me on Twitter or become a supporter. Until next time.